All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back. Today, we had a very great trailer come out this morning. This is 5/30, 2024. Today we had a Sparking Zero Fused Warriors trailer released today. So we're gonna take a look at it together, see what we can, just let's just have some fun. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah? But I'm plenty strong already. You better not cry and complain when I wipe the
And this
floor with you.
trailer
I'm ready, so bring it on. I'm not gonna lose. Can
The
I
people in the
win this
background look like they're
one?
actual 3D models this
Yeah!
time, as opposed to just 2D cutouts.
Ready for this? Here you
Yeah,
come. Time to get
loving the
serious.
destruction. The effects and the graphics are even better. Wow.
Yeah!
I love how the attacks even have like a malleability to them as well.
This one really is.
Almost like liquid.
Oh,
Woo!
that's better.
Wow, the sky, man.
Here goes.
I love that you can combine attacks now, like special attacks. It's really cool. I wonder if it's just like based on who's on your team, like if you have like a team match.
Come on, Goten. Okay.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Fusion!
Oh my god.
Gotenks is here to take you
Maybe
down.
12 with
We
Janemba.
can do it. I'll show you what I'm made
All
of.
right, okay.
Your opponent
The
is
fuse
the one
form.
and only Goten. Here we go. Take this.
Ghost Kamikaze. Man,
Rapid fire.
dude, did she like destroy the audience?
Super attack.
I noticed in a couple shots there's like no audience present. Oh my god! Okay, alright.
I refuse to lose to someone who transforms with such a dumb-looking Your use of the Hotara
The Masu?
is a
Okay.
blasphemous imitation.
Wow. Oh my god, these effects are incredible. Wow. Ooh, that's straight out of Broly movie, dude.
Once and for all.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh my god. The insane version.
Now we can crush those ambitions of
Yeah,
yours.
alright, here we go.
This is Vegito.
I personally like Vegeta better.
Let's settle this
Yeah.
once and for all. A confrontation between
I'll
two
just pick up
fused
two
Super
head-to-head,
Saiyan
man.
Blue warriors. Now this should be
Oh, I
entertaining.
love they did that. So many great Broly references.
This fight will decide which one of us is the strongest.
Also, they're on the Kai planet too. They ground crash like that. That was sick. Haha, they didn't want to show the beams to see who's like got the larger one or something, probably. Gotta wait for the game. All right. From the game test, it's only a few days. June 5th, I think, is when it starts. So yeah, next week. Still no release date. That sound at the end was even louder, I feel. It gets louder every time they do it. Wow. I gotta say, I'm really impressed more with the graphics now. Last time I talked about how nothing was really impressing me graphics wise, and it really wasn't. But man, seeing like how some of this stuff is looking, look at this, man. Like very sharp. It was already sharp, but wow, like look at that. Even there's even transparency a little bit. That's like glitch or something though. But still. Yeah, the character models, the ground, like the backgrounds. Like I said, I do really believe all these are actual 3D models now. You got to remember, guys, we're in PS5, Xbox One era at this point, so they should be able to do that kind of stuff. Which is why I was so disappointed in the last trailer because there really wasn't a lot of movement in the backgrounds. Like every background I've seen just seems kind of dead. And this is actually honestly the first one I've seen that has like a lot of life going on in it. Even there's even a bird up here. Look at that. Really cool. There's a couple birds actually. Let's see. Oh no, sorry, that's not. Yeah, it's over here. There it is. I love how bright and colorful everything is too, man. And still like intense. Lots of great shadow work, man. I love that move, man. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. Ah, he looks sick, bro. And Goten is probably one of my least favorite characters. Well, he was when I was a kid. As I've gotten older, I've come to like enjoy him as a character more. Like him and Trunks are pretty funny. They kind of remind you a little bit more of old school Dragon Ball with the comedy. Dude, how far all right, I'm really curious to know when you knock somebody into the background, like for this stage, does it destroy the stage or is it just gonna stop? Are you gonna like stop and fall like there's a barrier? Because in some shots, especially when they actually fuse, if you notice, there's nobody else in the audience after that point. So I'm wondering, like, if you can actually. It doesn't seem like you can damage the arena. That'd be cool, honestly, because it'd be cool if, like, if you had a character who's canonically evil, like maybe Majin Vegeta or somebody, um, who actually would do something like that, and maybe allow them to destroy it, and maybe the other characters can't. I don't know. Honestly, I probably feel like they should all be able to do it, if anything. But I kind of feel like they're going to just stick to what we have here, where it just maybe clears the arena or not. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm going to be more and more surprised because they are honestly. This was a really nice surprise. We all knew this trailer was coming, but the inclusion of like fusions, even though that was rumored, it wasn't really like a necessarily confirmed, at least across the board publicly. So it was kind of a nice surprise. Man, loving the transformations, dude. A lot of it's the same animation, I get that. But honestly, when you're in the middle of these fights, just from what I know from playing the old school Budokais or Sparking, whatever you would like to call them, when you're in the middle of a fight and you transform, you're you're so immersed in the fight itself that just transforming is cool enough. It because you I don't know, Dragon Ball Sparking, the whole series, man, has it just really makes you feel like you're really in these fights. It does a really great job of immersing you in the battle. Even in the old PS2 ones. Raging Blast as well. I mean, a lot of people want to, talk down to Raging Blast or talk down on it, but I feel like Raging Blast is a pretty good one. I feel like, especially the second one, Raging Blast 2 was one of my favorite PS3 games. I played it all the time, just because it was fun. It was just a nice pick up and play for like 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, these transformations, man, like they're looking good. And like I said, when you're in the midst of battle, it's pretty cool, regardless of because trust me, I've seen the same animation in the old school Budokai Tenkaichi games so many different times. But it doesn't even matter because when you're in the fight and you actually transform, it's cool. Make sure you feel like you're really a really a Saiyan warrior. Wow. Great character models. Love all these like, pretty nice little variety in the background too. I mean, you can kind of see the guy in blue shirt here in a few different spots. He's the kind of I've been kind of using him as a marker, but it's cool though. Like you're like I said, you're going to be fighting and not really paying too much attention to this. Also, notice the detail they even put in, like for like um the levels of the arena, like area one, and even down here, if you actually go more further this way, some of them even say area two, area three. Pretty cool. Like little attention to detail like that is really even having like the grass and stuff looks really good. Dude, her attack right there is pretty sick. I like Khalifa. She's a cool character. She was a nice addition to have in Super. We don't have too many female Saiyans except for Pan, if you watched GT at all or knew about GT at all. And yeah, Pan never went Super Saiyan in the old GT or anything. She was kind of most used as a comic relief. And she's not a bad character at all. Like it's just when GT came around, I guess they didn't really use her to her full potential, in my opinion. But and I'm of the mind that GT's not a bad series. This is sick, dude. Look at that. Got a pretty decent draw distance right here. You know this is one of the smaller arenas for sure. I'm digging the amount of draw distance you have here still. It's faithful. Man, I love that they got the fusion. Well, not fusion. These are I guess you call them team attacks. Look at that. Sick, dude. Oh man, the effects are so good, man. Okay, this is what I was talking about. See all these seats back here? They're all empty. What happened? Now this could be a completely different fight or something. You know what'd be sick, man? If you do like a crazy big attack and they just show everybody kind of running at the arena. Because that's possible. They can do that now. We have the tech to be able to do like multiple, like a ton of people on screen at this point. And those guys don't even have to be that high poly. So it's definitely doable without like having a big drop in frame rate. If anything, they could just put a little cutscene of them in of them running away. Yeah, see, look, nobody's there. What happened? All right, but anyways, moving on. Great. I love these characters. I love the hair and the clothes and stuff, like how everything moves, has like a flow to it. Really nice, man. Great job with the animations here. Oh my gosh, man. The ground cracking and the swirl. Ah, that is sick, man. Here he is. Gotenks. Gotenks is actually one of my favorite characters, man. Like I said, I didn't really care for Goten. Kid Trunks, he's kind of funny, like Goten and Kid Trunks didn't really do a ton of stuff when they weren't doing comedy or if they weren't Gotenks. They were mostly just comedy relief. They did have a few really nice scenes, like the scene where, Trunks says goodbye to Vegeta. That definitely stuck in my mind. And Goten was there as well. So they do have some great moments. But Gotenks himself, like the fight with Boo and Gotenks, was one of the best fights in all of Dragon Ball, hands down. And I feel like that was one of the first fights where Akira Toriyama really went back to his, you know, fighting comedy roots, as opposed to just like it just being a really high stakes. There were still high stakes, but it was the Cell Saga was pretty serious for the most part. You guys remember. The Android Saga was pretty serious. That was like his homage to Terminator and time travel and stuff, with Trunks and everything. Um, so it was kind of a dark period for Dragon Ball in a cool way, because we were all teenagers at the time, I'm sure most of us. Um, and even if you weren't, it doesn't matter. It's just that was like a really interesting point in Dragon Ball Z's time period, right before it started to get more into the comedy slice of life stuff that Akira Toriyama really is into. That's what he really, in many interviews he said that himself. He's more about the slice of life stuff in the comedy. He loves action, like he's a big Jackie Chan, or he was a big Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee fan in his lifetime. But for the most part, when it comes to his actual writing and what he's really good at, it's comedy. It's comedy and people doing everyday normal stuff. Well, not normal, but people who get up and go to work, paying their bills and whatnot, even if it involves robots and flying cars and crazy aliens or demons or angels or whatever, man. Dude, I'm loving these effects. And the fact that they played the Psycho Fusion song, like I said earlier, too cool, man. What a great throwback. I love Kefla, man. I think she's a cool fusion character. She had some really good moments in the Super Series. Not she wasn't in there all she wasn't there enough, but I can't say that she outside of the Tournament of Power and when we first met her right before that, when we see her and Kaba meet, you'll meet Kaba later, I'm sure. I'm sure they got him coming in. But that was a pretty cool little time period for Dragon Ball because that was when we were first starting to get a lot of new characters right before the Tournament of Power happened. I love that Piccolo shows up for his move, just like in the show. For like that's really cool. I love that homage. Trying to see, does he slam him into? Okay, this one kind of got me because I see right here in the bottom, you can see there are the chairs. and everything here. Like right in here. I'm trying to figure out, did he slam like that out on the outside of the arena? And what does that do? Like that's pretty cool if it actually can damage the arena, or if you can actually go to that area. That'd be really cool. I mean, hey, there's a reason these people aren't in these seats anymore. Maybe that is maybe you can actually go further once people are gone. That'd be cool, man. Oh, that would be sick. I didn't even think about that. What if, and this is not a confirmation or anything, but I've kind of did wonder this, especially after I saw this. Um, what if you can actually go a little bit further in the arena if there's nobody there, or in the stage itself if there's nobody in the arena? I kind of wondered that. Like maybe you can actually go outside the arena or to the little, not like super duper far or anything, but just maybe like to a little bit of the outskirts of the arena. Maybe a little bit of a couple buildings. I don't know. It just seems like it's such a small stage and this is such a gigantic game, man. And to be confined to like a little bitty area like that, I don't know. I don't know. It could work. I mean, we all enjoyed that stage in the old games, but I just feel like there's so much cool stuff they could do. Gogeta. It's my homie right there. Vegito. I think Vegito's a really cool character. I've always wondered, like, I think I looked it up one time, like who's controlling him. I think it's Vegeta controls Vegito, and Goku is the dominant consciousness in Gogeta. Which is why if you notice, like sometimes the way they speak, Vegito tends to be a little more. They're both pretty arrogant, but Vegito is more kind of has a little bit more refined arrogance, and Gogeta is more like, come on, let's go. But no, I'm trying to, how do I describe it, man? He's just a little bit more cocky. He's got like Goku's like funny kind of cocky arrogance. And but Gogeta does, and Vegito has Vegeta's arrogance. It's really hard to kind of, for me at least, to decipher like who's who. I have to do a little research on that actually. Oh man, look what they're doing these craters. Like I said, man, the effects, the hair, bro. Look at that, man. Dude, look at that. Look how it lights up the grass, even like these little individual blades of grass, man. Unreal Engine 5 is doing some great work with this game. Zamasu. Zamasu was a great villain in my opinion. I love the Future Trunks saga, the second one, or some people call it the Goku Black saga. Great shot here. Love that. It looks cool, man. But yeah, Zamasu was a great villain. If you haven't seen Super yet, I highly recommend it. I know most of us have, but if you haven't, um, I highly recommend if you want to start with it and you don't want to go through the Battle of the Gods stuff, maybe just watch the Battle of the Gods movie and then go straight into the um Future Trunks saga. Honestly, you can watch Resurrection F or watch the Golden Frieza saga. I didn't really care for it. I thought it was boring. Gohan. I was so disappointed in Gohan, it just disgusted me to the point where I didn't even want to watch it, man. Not even not even kidding at the time. That that was sick. I love that part. Straight out of the Broly movie. Right here. Oh, it's too fast, bro. That was weird. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there we go. Woo, rain it down, homie. Look at that, man. They even curve and everything. I wonder if there's gonna be different angles of this. Oh man, that's gonna be sick to see from the opponent's perspective. Like when you're fighting Gogeta as opposed to being Gogeta. That's gonna be cool to see, man. Especially in like a larger arena like this. I like that. I love what they're doing with the faces and everything too. They're really putting a lot of great work for the fans, man. And I'm sure themselves who are fans. Spike has always been really, really hardcore into doing anime respectfully, like when it comes to their games. There's been a lot, I know there's always complaints, you know, a lot about how their games are a little jank sometimes, but they're always fun, man. You can't deny that. Even Jump Force, I actually think Jump Force is a good game. It's not terrible. It just needed maybe a little more time to cook on the story mode and the online matches. But other than that, like the game looks decent. It plays well, has tons of cool characters from lots of different anime that we all love. Don't even try to front. And I don't know, it wasn't that bad, man. It just needed some more time. I feel like maybe if they make a sequel to it, I feel like after this game, Spike is going to work on a One Piece game. I can almost 100% guarantee you they're going to work on Burning Blood 2 or a version of Burning Blood, the next gen version. If not, then we might end up getting that. I don't think that there was a jump game, another jump game that was kind of rumored to occur that was never really confirmed. Might have been put together by some fans, but we really don't know. Um, but that's the only other thing I can think of them really working on off the top of my head. Maybe something with Yu Hakusho or something, since that is kind of picking up in popularity again lately. But One Piece or a jump game. I really am betting mostly on a One Piece game though. I think that's going to be next. That would be the smartest move for them too, I think, because that franchise is getting even more popular and it was already huge. Ooh, I love the effects on the sword. Ooh, dude, Vegito has the sickest Super Saiyan transformation so far. Also, shout out to these little details right here, man. Like, look at that. These little sparks and stuff, bro. And how they just slowly fade and stuff. That's pretty cool. Woo! Look at that, bro. I love that. It's like almost like a wind up. Dude, the impact frames they use too sick, man. Even that has an impact frame, man. I'm not gonna nail it. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I might. Yeah, well, almost. There we go. Close enough. But you see what I mean? They kind of give it for a split second, this kind of manga-esque look. Really cool. Really nice callback to the comics and everything, or the manga, if you will. And they also do this a lot in the anime as well. Mostly the big movies or the special episodes where there's a lot of what we call sakuga, where the animation just kind of goes really crazy. Sakuga doesn't even mean it's not even really related to that. It's necessarily sakuga as I think it's just animation in general. But we as weebs, we kind of make things our own, don't we? I love that. Dude, these every frame of painting, dude. Every frame of painting. The Spike is really cooking. They're really cooking this game, man. I can't say I was wrong just yet because the game's not out and this is just a trailer, but what I'm seeing is a huge improvement from the last trailer. Oh, love that, dude. What a great shot. Oh, you guys know the one I was trying to get. Oh, there it is. That is sick. That's a wallpaper right there, man. Maybe minus the face. I probably have him like kind of snarling or something. But that's sick, dude. That's straight out of the Broly movie also. They're doing a lot of Broly references. Uh, if you've seen the Broly movie, you know that it had some really, really great 2D animation, like really great, like probably some of the best, if not the best, in all of Dragon Ball history. Outside of maybe some of the early Dragon Ball Z, late Dragon Ball stuff, Piccolo fight, things like that. The wow, okay. I love that, dude. I love they actually made like his mouth do that, just like in the film. That was such an intense moment in the movie. And it was so like so well animated. Like what a great homage to have. Great job, Spike. Look at that. Look at that effect. Dude, that's gonna be so cool to see. Or to, like just to perform when you're playing, especially on like an enemy, like you're maybe just about to feel like you're about to lose, or he's got like a little bit of health, you got a little bit of health, and you pull off one of these moves. Dude, I can't wait to see the esports matches like in arenas and stuff like at Evo. That's gonna be so fun. Let's go, Vegito. Final Flash coming. Oh, yeah. What a great ending. Love it. All right, man. Looks like next time we're going to see some stuff on this is going to be Summer Game Fest, which is next week, like I said. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown. Really looking forward to this game, guys. Let's continue to support as I know we all have been. And yo, just let them keep cooking. Let's not try to rush them. If October comes, that is the release date. That's cool. In a few months, you can always upgrade DLC and what. But in my personal opinion, I still feel like the game needs some time to cook, and I'm totally down waiting a few more months all the way up to next year. Like I want the game to be as good as it can be and take full advantage of this hardware, PS5 hardware, high-end PC, and Xbox One hardware, man. Or sorry, Xbox Series X hardware. Because we're in an era now where we can really do some pretty amazing things with games and media in general. And I'm glad to see Spike Chunsoft taking advantage of that so far. And it's looking good. It's looking good. Just take your time. And yeah, we'll see where this goes, man. All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.